I'm going to play another game on Chess24. Alright, just adjust the board. That's about right. I think I'll play Sicilian again. Okay. I've got to be a little bit careful here, it's easy to go wrong. Bishop up, I think he's got takes, knight, check. Whoa, ultra aggressive, so g4 is going to come. I do have knight in to give a pawn back. But let's go after this pawn. See, g4 you really should be playing. Let's play pawn up to stop g4. Right, let's potentially kick the bishop. Knight's dangerous, but I'm going to kick the bishop anyway. I'm going to risk this. I'm going to give him the opportunity to take back a pawn. Oh, he plays up, so he just gambits it all. Okay, that means I really need to get castled on the queen side. So knight in I can take. Right, now this is the moment to decide. Do I castle? It's got to be right, hasn't it? It's got to be. He can grab a pawn and I can get pressure on the pawn here. If he takes, I get rook across and we're hitting the pawn. So he plays over, so I've got pawn up to kick the bishop. Looks tempting. If I get this pawn up, then this one becomes weak as well. Yeah, let's play that and try and grab this pawn, just get out the way of any pins. So what, am I 3 pawns up? 1, 2, 3, 2 pawns up. He's got 6 and I've got 8. But I might get 3 up. Wow, he just sacks now. So this should be good for me now, surely. Again, I can take, let him take here, then I get across. I don't see why not. Just put pressure on this pawn from the diagonal. Oh god, I've blundered again. Oh, I don't believe it. Oh, I just wasn't looking. Wasn't looking and I've just lost again. Wow. Well, he's given me an advanced pawn. Yeah, he's got rook check. He should just trade. He had rook check. Yes, he's done very, very well there, hasn't he? I completely blundered that, but it's not completely over yet. It practically is, I suppose, but yeah, if I go up he can check, and he's threatening mate here if I don't. Hold on, can I take it? Yeah, why can't I take it? If my king supports the rook, then you never know. Now, do I need to worry about that? If I just push, he takes, and I come up. He takes. Let's go for this. If he grabs the pawn, I just push again. He's got to get the queen on the light square. That's his only hope. Ah, he's done it, he's got his queen on the light square. Yeah, I'm just too slow, aren't I? He can just take now if he wants. Yeah, just resign that one. I just messed that up, didn't I? I messed that up, not to worry. I should have done better there. I was comfortable. Very comfortable. Let's play a Caracan this time, what I normally play. Okay, I'll just take and up. Okay, let's just take and pawn up. Oh, I've given him bishop a3, that's what he should play, and he does. Now, does the sack work? Knight takes. Just trying to get developed here. There is a weak pawn there I can aim for. Now I can hit the bishop and the pawn. Now this pawn's weak. He goes back, so this time I'll challenge the knight. Hit the pawn at the same time. Oh, can I just take now? If I take, he's got bishop check discovering on the queen. Okay, let's just take and drop back. Then we can always move the knight across, get the queen out of the way. Oh, he's got a dangerous rook across though, hitting the pawn. Dangerous. Right, get queen off out this way and get a rook across, or get knight over or knight up. Actually, let's get queen up and pressure the pawn. I'll take with a pawn if he takes. He doesn't take. Okay, so let's fix these pawns. Comes down. Again, take with a pawn if he takes. I don't want to trade queens. Okay, so now this is getting dangerous the other side. I'm going to have to challenge the rook here, I think. Okay. How do I deal with this? Let's put the queen back up and look to trade. I'm covering this pawn as well in case he takes. So can I take now? Not sure. Knight can take. Let's go with a knight. Ooh, so if I take I definitely lose. So I think I've got to trade. Yeah, I'm just lost again, aren't I? Played it terribly. How am I so far down on the clock as well? Right, there's no diagonal check for the bishop, it's on a light square. So I'm going to try and push if I can. If I can't, I can't. And bring the king up. Yeah, I can't do that either. Yeah, there's no way to stop that, is there? Oh, he's blundered it. Yeah, out of time. Wow. Terrible. I recovered that one as well and then blew it. Right, must do much better here. Okay, he's just gone into the tank, or he's popped away from his computer. Now pushes up. Okay, so knight up I'll take, I pawn up, I'll push them. It's not really a major threat just yet, it's not the right setup. So push, take, doesn't quite work. Actually, bishop up could be interesting. Yeah, if this knight moves, I'll take the light squared bishop off. Okay, I'm going to take there before I forget about it. I'm going to line up queenside castling because this looks dangerous. Okay, I'm going to forget that because this is also dangerous, of course. So we'll stick this side. But now, of course, the bishop is hanging if he pushes his pawn. Right, I've maybe got to check and give up knight and pawn to get the bishop. Oh, he's blundered the check to win the queen. Okay, so knight hangs, I can drop back. I mean, he certainly can't afford to give up his bishop. If the bishop moves, I get the pawn. Now, can I grab the pawn there? Give up the knight, take another pawn check, but his knight's covered, is there? I'm going to go for this. So I'll certainly get a second pawn. And now I'm threatening rook check. He has to take and it's mate. So there's a mate in 2 threat if he grabs the pawn. But it might have been a piece I didn't need to give up that. It might have given him half a chance, so he's missed it. He has to take, the king can't move, and that's mate next move. That's better. Again, another one, opponent disconnected. That's a bit unfortunate when players do that. You should just resign the game, really. Right, let's play another one, just line the board up. I presume you get so long to make your first move, otherwise the game will just abort. Okay, this is unusual. Why is nothing happening? Why is it not aborting if he's not moving? Wow, this is a long time, isn't it? Very long. You think the system would just abort the game if he's not making a move. Why is it still like this? I've got nothing wrong with my internet as far as I'm aware. The lights are on as normal. Why on earth is it like this? I can't see anything else to look at. Okay, we're just going to have to abort that. We're just going to have to abort that. You can't wait around if somebody's messing about like that. Comes down, and we can actually let him take the knight there, I think. Try and open the G file up. Okay, so line up castling queenside as at least an option. Pushes forward, that's a good move. See, maybe I've got knight up there to hit the bishop. Now queen covers the pawn. He should just drop back, I guess. Player's over, so can't I just take fork now? And I think I can take when he takes back. Yes, he just resigns, he just made a mistake, not to worry. Let's play another Caro-Kann. Oh, very unusual. Very weird to play knight e2 on move 2. He could be about to chuck everything down the board. Now, 6. Right, so He's going to play e6, so I'm going to have to take it. Gotta hope that there isn't a way for him to get in here. Bishop up is playable. Hold on, no. Let's put the knight this way, see if he takes it. He doesn't. So queen up. I'm going to try and castle queenside. Okay, clearly I'm not castling now. Knight comes down. Okay, well I've got knight up as well to hit his pawn. Queen does cover it, I'm aware of that, so that's maybe a mistake. Let's develop the knight. The knight will just get kicked back, I guess. Yeah, mistake I made there. But this is the danger. Can he get bishop to f4? He played a very tricky opening. I should have sat and studied it. Actually, I can take there, can't I? Because his knight hangs at the end of it. If he takes, I take the knight. So now I can just grab another pawn. Knight out wide. So I'd like to play pawn up to stop the knight coming in. Hold on, I've got a nice puzzle rush there. Queen takes, knight check. Knight check first, king across, and everything's covered. The only thing is, there, so I've got that. Now pawn up becomes easier to play. I've just got to unwind the bishop. I've got to stop the knight coming down, but I've got to move these pawns to shift the bishop. So I've still got 8 pawns, he's got 5, so I'm 3 pawns up, equal pieces. So if I can push here, get a knight planted forward, I must be winning. Yeah, let's just go forward and try and get the knight planted forward. And hope he doesn't have some sort of sacrifice. In fact, I'm threatening bishop check now to hit the king and rook, he's missed that. So check is on. Might as well play it, just keep it simple. Threatening a check now, and I could even give the sack back maybe. If king down, I've got rook check and grab the pawn. But now I can double the rooks up. So I'm threatening to take, rook check, win the knight. Okay, there's got to be a way to punish this, there's got to be. Is pawn up playable to hit the bishop? Bishop moves you in the knight. He's threatening a knight check himself though. So let's bring the king up so there's no knight check. Okay, that's just a free knight. Excellent, that's better. So I'm back to 1900. I think I'll play a Sicilian this time. Whoa, again slightly offbeat line. Let's put the knight forward. Doesn't really achieve a great deal. He'll play a knight up and we'll trade them. Actually, I think d6 is better there than bishop up first. So now I'll try an attacking move. So will it prompt him to push the pawn? It does. So I'm going to try and bring a bishop up. He's got this idea if he wants this way, he doesn't go for it. Okay, so he's going to push here. Which side do I want to castle? I'm going to play knight up and just sack. Just bishop takes, pawn takes, queen takes, go for the cheesy mate. It's definitely a threat. Bishop takes, pawn, he's got to be aware of it. So he just comes forward. I will ignore it and just grab the pawn. He should just take here. He should ignore that. He shouldn't take back. He should be going here, and then I'm going to have to take back. Open the queen up on the d file. Oh, he plays it f3. Okay, so if knight drops back now, then he can take. Can I grab the pawn? Not sure. I can't take there because of his knight, so I'm going to have to let him take. Actually, I don't need to pre-move there, I'm well up on the clock. Yeah, I think he's okay to take now, but I can take back. He pushes first. Okay, I'm going to have to drop back and let him take here. I've still got ideas like potentially rook up and across if that bishop moves, but it's still dangerous. Oh, he just doesn't want to take it, okay. He clearly decided not to take that piece. Now I'm threatening to push the h-pawn though, and push it right up. If he pushes, I can just counter push again. Oh, now I can go in and hit the bishop. So I'm hitting the bishop, I'm threatening to take the pawn, threatening to push the pawn. So what's better, push or take? It's got to be push, it just feels right. I've got a bishop check is playable. Oh, I can check again now. Bishop check, pawn up, lots of options. I'm just going to drop the knight back while I try and work out a plan. I've got bishop check, knight takes, pawn takes, and get a bishop forward. He doesn't take that one either, wow. Okay, let's push in the middle. I'm threatening to take the pawn with check, so he's really got to push. Oh, he takes here now, wow. Okay, let's take. Pre-move in case he takes, he pushes. Right, gives the knight a square. He should just push, I guess. He's actually defended this very well, he has. Defended it very well. So drop the knight back. I don't think my king can castle queen side. I think that's a very bad idea. So his king looks actually quite safe now. This is quite tricky. Let's just play the queen up. I'm getting a little bit low on time. Queen across. Okay, now I'm going to gamble and see if he takes here. If not, I'm hitting the bishop. He plays his bishop over, so I'll take. Right, let's give him that pawn. I can't really defend it, so he can take it. Trouble is, I don't see any way to get my queen through. I'm just relying on the clock here. So try and keep this solid and just go into defense mode. Oh, now he's giving me a check maybe. Then grab this pawn. Oh, it's a free queen. He should have moved his rook. He moved the wrong piece. He moved the wrong piece. Didn't he play well? He played very well until the end of that game. Wackel, I think I recognise that name. Have I already played this player? I'm not certain, I think I might have done. So just line up the immediate diagonal. Oh, didn't expect that. Let's push the pawn. He's still got bishop down, which defends it. Okay, let's just play pawn up. I think I'll pre-move to take if he takes. Oh, he does push, wow. I think knight out wide there, threatening to go in and hit the rook and bishop. I mustn't forget about this bishop being here though. It's easy to forget about that. Let's take with a pawn, and we still got potentially knight forward hitting rook and bishop. He plays bishop down, so I'm going to play bishop up. Now I can castle. Okay, let's just castle. So the idea of pushing the H pawn is now gone. So maybe take the bishop and queen c4 as an idea. Well, that's a bold move. Right, I'm going to take now so I don't forget about that. Queen up just to hit the pawn, but there's an indirect attack on the bishop as well. Maybe knight forward so I'm hitting the pawn is an idea. So there's a simple threat to mate in 2, so he's got to just guard the f-pawn. The knight can't jump forward easily though. If the knight moves back, I can go back. Wow, is that another puzzle rush? I can't take the queen because he can take with a rook. If the rook wasn't there I could, so just take with a knight. So grab the pawn and then just put the queen back. Yeah, go on the dark square to protect the pawn, but I'm going to have to move the pawn forward, and I've blocked the knight square. That's not brilliant, but right, let's push the pawn forward, give the knight the square. We can also play a3 as well. Right, I'm going to drop the knight back now and put the knight on c4, bring it more in the middle. Oh, have I blundered? That's a terrible blunder, isn't it? He can take with, oh, he can just take with a rook. That's a dreadful move. Why did I do that? What was I thinking there? I have no idea. It's still a half decent position though, touch wood. Now I've got the option to take the knight there. Doesn't look right though. Yeah, let's go up 2, otherwise the queen was hitting the g-pawn. So I'm still got ideas of knight across into the middle of the board. So knight over to support the pawn. Okay, I'll take that and then rook across. Now, if I go up he can take the pawn. So I'm going to have to take. Bishop supports the pawn as well as the queen, which is why I've pushed it forward there. Can I go up there? I don't think it quite works. So let's bring the rook across. The bishop still supports the pawn. Oh, he's just dropped his knight. He just forgot his queen was supporting his knight. That's unfortunate. 1967, excellent. Right, he's got a 1930 rating. Oops. So a strong player. Strong at our level. That's a... excuse me. Obviously 1900 is a very, very good amateur level rating. Let's pin the knight there. He should really just push his pawn, but if he does I can take, I think. Yeah, let's just take and double his pawns and castle. So I'm taking a risk here. I'm going to stop this pawn from pushing. So I'll hit the bishop. Trying to gain space and move the queen forward. Maybe a4, bishop a3 is an idea. Gee, what do I do? Get the queen off file. It's got to be right to break this pin so the knight can move. So do I want to take? Actually, if I take, he takes, I've got queen check. He can't protect the bishop. Very, very easy to do. Very easy to miss that. He might still choose to play on. He's got an idea bishop takes to open my king up, so he might play on here. But I'm hitting the bishop, but that's exactly what he's gone for, to open my king. Okay, so I guess queen across to stop this immediate threat. He won't trade the queen off. If he does, that should be game over. But it will triple my pawns if he does it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He has done it. Wow. My king should be relatively safe now the queen's off. So get a tempo to hit the pawn. Ooh, so he's given me a pawn and he's just got rid of one of my awkward pawns. So let's support this one for now. Just drop back. Okay. I think I've got rook across here. If he takes as a back rank mate threat, so he can't just grab the pawn to back rank mate, he could take this way. But then I get rid of one of his rooks. So just go on the light square. I'm still threatening back rank. Yeah, let's just go after this pawn. Bishop up. Actually, I'm going to defend the pawn there because it's not quite so easy. So hit the rook. Oh, he's missed it. Wow, he's just missed it. That's definitely over, isn't it? 1998. I've almost made the 2000. Wow. Let's go one more then and see if we can get the 2000. Oh, it's the same player, is it? I recognise that name. It might have been the last game, or a few games back. Okay, let's play another traditional reti. Knight up. I think you just take there and play knight up. Ooh. Has he given me knight forward there? Knight just takes. No, he hasn't. Queen up, bishop up. Oh, let's just castle. Bishop up. I'm sacking a pawn here. Actually, it's probably not a good sack, is it? I'm going to try and swing the queen on the other side. So which does he take with? If he goes with knight, I take, and then he gets bishop. Yeah, I'm going to pre-move because he can take with either piece. So I can hit the knight and potentially discover on the other one. Okay. Now I've got bishop up to stop him castling, at least immediately. He's going to have to drop a knight back to block. Knight across. So we've got queen g4 now. I've certainly got a check, but I think g4 hit the pawn while he can't just castle. So queen up. I think rook across to hit this pawn. Now bishop down is not quite a move there. Rook up, so bishop down is playable. Ooh, He's got queen across, that saves it for him. So I'm going to play knight over to cover this square. Now I'm threatening bishop down. He's got queen down, hasn't he? He's still got queen there. Okay, so the knight is weak now. Let's bring the knight across. Oh, maybe he's got bishop back, but I am hitting his knight if he does. Bishop takes, queen takes, knight takes, check. Knight takes, queen takes, bishop takes. Right, he's gone for this line, so gain a knight, lose a knight. I think that looks fair enough. So I'm still hitting the rook. Okay, I'm gonna play pawn up, hit the bishop, support the bishop. I'll pre-move to just trade the queen and double his pawns. I'll have to take there. I've made a bit of a pig's ear of this, haven't I? This is not easy to defend. So can I take there? I don't think it's worth it. Let's just play the bishop up. Yeah, I've made a right mess of this game, so he should be able to double his rooks up and mop these pawns up. He must be able to at some point. I'm going to have to play f4, it's my only hope. Ooh, I'll take the tempo to hit the rook. Now f4. As he played, he's pushed. So I think I can hit the rook. Yeah, let's give up this side to try and break up the centre. We're both getting a little bit short of time now. Oh, he just pushes down, ignores it. So I'm supporting the pawn and hitting the rook and hitting the pawn. I'm 10 seconds up on the clock. Oh, I'm in attack. Oh god. He missed the back rank. Excellent. Wow, I need to get that phone call. Oh, I've done it. I've made it to 2,000. I got very lucky there, didn't I? But that's achieved 2,000. Excellent. So if I just go to the home page, it should tell me how many games it took. 24 games it took. So that's excellent.